That's right, we're free again. Free to party. This is the Matter Drive, Ultra World 961. Shal, Marshall, Goofy, and Dingers. And with us, our friend, our comrade in music. He's the most versatile DJ in the world. He's a promoter, philanthropist.
You're missing the most important part.
Let me hear.
And I'm feeling.
Recording artist.
No, a vocalist. On the tracks that he wrote and produced.
Recording artist. Also, writer as well. Producer, writer. The list goes on. Private Ryan is here with us. Ryan, what's he saying?
Good, long time.
Yeah, long time.
Long
Like
time.
a while It's
It's been a while.
Free again, free to travel.
Free to travel, free to do
Last
things.
time we were here was in 2020. You pretty second to bring the whole battalion.
Freetown.
Freetown was here as well. And you have done, of course, 2 years has elapsed. Yeah, but we're moving forward.
Yeah.
And you have worked on a lot of stuff, regardless of the situation over the last 2 years. Rhythms, singles, you worked with a lot of artists. You broke new ground. You are now an artist as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can tell Goofy sits and he drinks with Ryan on a regular. This is why it comes off the tongue so freely. Yeah. Trust me. The link all the time.
I just ate first.
Ryan, what's he seeing?
A good boy. It's been a while.
Yes,
boy.
You weren't even here for the taste.
No, I wasn't here for the taste.
Listen,
First time in my life, I missed the whole season.
Listen,
First time. Actually, the second.
I messaged him, I say, Ryan, boy. You imagine you jumping up and playing in a carnival all day and we home here, you not here.
He was having a time out there.
Yeah, boy.
No, boy, I didn't abandon the Trinidad,
I'm not saying you abandoned it.
When at the time when everything got confirmed for the taste and everything was open, I already had contracted. I was a contracted person out there, so I couldn't get out at that point. So
all right,
I had to miss.
All right, so how you feeling right now about the music, the direction, where it's headed now that things are open again? Carnival's been announced. Most likely we're gonna have a carnival in 2023.
Yeah, we get an announcement soon from the officials.
Yeah, because people need to prepare, including yourself,
including myself. A lot of work. As you know, that's part of the reason I'm here. Part to visit and make sure and touch the ground again, and then to get everything ready for what's gonna be a hectic year and Carnival, hopefully. Yeah, not just here but around the world.
Yeah, because this is like your second time here. Because normally I was like, yo, Ryan getting vocal now. He doing
my lives or talking on my lives.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on, Ryan?
I have alter egos on my lives, all kind of thing. Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Yeah, that was evolution.
When I hear the man ball and Ken and wheeling through on the life in the height of the COVID, I say, Ryan, you bowling behind some?
Listen, the only constant is change, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, everybody knows me for the music, everybody knows, the DJing aspect, but then people got introduced to the personality, which you all have known for years, and a lot of people have known the real. I tell you,
the program director at the point in time did not know Private Ryan was playing with me on a Saturday morning.
Yeah. I actually
when Barry lambing and jamming, because Friday was a busy night.
Yeah.
Friday timing. Friday night was a busy night. So he listening, he's saying, Shal, he called me. He's like, Shal, that is not Barry. That is not Barry and that is not Ron. Who is playing there? I am something. Shal, who is that? He appeared and he saw Ryan.
He had no rugu in there.
But boy, place was rocking, boy.
Yeah.
We had it shaking. People didn't know it was under Private Ryan and Shal.
As somebody who's heavily involved in the carnival, both playing in parties as well as doing events, and now you're producing, what was the singular thing that you missed the most this year, especially from our carnival, and also because you was involved in a carnival elsewhere?
The energy of Trinidad. There's no question that Trinidad's natural energy and culture, which is attached to our festival, is irreplaceable. You could try to export it all you want, but Trinidad is the mecca, and what it missed was that natural raw energy and the convergence of the world in one place to experience what we have to offer, which is how I felt as well too. Like you could do it, but they can't replace it, just like that.
Yeah. I know what, I was proud because you saw it for the couple shows, because at first everybody was like, boy, pods, all they play with pods, what's this? And thing and where, but they had a lot to say. Yeah. And then when you went there for the couple shows, everybody's like,
it's infectious. It's part of us. It's part of our culture.
We made it work.
Yeah, it's part of how we just evolve. Like, you put a Trini in a situation like that, they will make it. They will find a way to make it a party, which is kind of like how that's the inspiration of lyrical song. They find a way.
Yeah,
yeah.
find a way.
You understand? So
Ryan.
They calling my boy. They real calling me.
All right, okay. Can I take that?
Yeah, I feel you have somebody else take this one.
What's your direction with the music? A lot of people, you know, they ask the question, all right, I see Ryan, you know, executive producing stuff now, writing stuff now. What's your direction with that? Because people now would know, I guess, Soca Brainwash being an established, if not one of the biggest, if not the biggest brand in Soca. Some would say. What's your direction now when it comes to the music part of it?
The music part of it, like my mission has been to make a sound for soca that actually is like, it's still rooted in our music and our culture, but still could travel outside the borders without the festival. So if you realize, if you listen to a lot of these songs, they don't mention road, they don't mention mashup, they don't mention a lot of different purposely done, but still made it fun and still made it party friendly. So
yeah, the word is palatable.
Yeah, it's palatable. It could be used in a dual purpose. So like you could use it in both scenarios. There's mood music. So like there's things like Dancing Partner and Oshun, which was meant for a whole different mood. Then there's things like the Bam Bam. Then there's Can You Feel It, which is a story. Then there's gonna be the House of Calypso. That was like the new age Calypso meets soca. So all of them are hybrids in some way that you could bring into a modern era and just, you know, make the soca evolve, which is the whole mission.
There's definitely an international feel on most of the rhythms that you got, and you're just touching it. It can travel outside of the thing. I see you involved thing as well.
Yeah,
you make
Viking.
sure Viking Ding Dong is
Viking.
on a couple of your
Quiet today, boy.
You're on the man thing, boy.
He quiet.
Yeah, I mean, like what you're doing, you know, because you're the man. You're the man that's make sure and include everybody come in.
Full song in his email, you know. Just WhatsApp.
Yeah,
boy. Viking.
Can you feel it?
Have to feel it, man. Don't feel it now.
Can you feel it?
Don't feel it now.
You're on Beauty and the Beast.
We send him both try the full song, you know.
Yeah.
Full song. Let's come and sing it. You have until Monday to sing it. That's exactly.
He get in there. He even if it's a block, he gets in there.
Get there.
No, Ryan, you call me. You know,
Exactly.
I'm the fastest man to respond to the
Yeah.
studio.
Fast, you real
I
fast.
doesn't want to crash a day, man, because I know you have plenty to say now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're really vocal.
Yeah.
But look, you are no longer getting a chance to put to into
Nah.
Look, Shal, more dry.
Shal, you have any questions? You have any
I
questions?
asked my questions already. You only have a question. Dong, what do you artists on them say to ask Ryan?
Why they not performing in Soca Brainwash? That's what you want to ask?
Eh?
That's what you want to ask? Why they not
No.
in Soca Brainwash?
That's not the question.
What's
Ask
the
the
question?
When you're doing your events, we are please ask him to incorporate the artists, the use of the backstage, so we could come and have some libation in your backstage and go on to the stage. No, we want to be a part of your events. That is what the artists are never stating. You know, you don't book artists at all.
Yeah.
Like DJ,
No,
Rigo
because-
by Sinister. You
Like
don't know you
Sinister and Rigo
Right.
and Kevin Krong and Barry and Saeed
You
and all.
don't care about the
Right.
artists.
No, I care about the artists. Remember, I'm in a position where now I'm working with a whole set of artists.
Yeah.
But remember, Brainwash was positioned to be the DJ festival.
Yeah.
And if you change it up, you're changing up the brand. So
Right.
that brand is not for that. But there's
So
a
you're
brand
gonna
that
create a
I'm
brand.
going to create something that's going to now include the artists during the season. Yes.
Are you satisfied with the answer, Ding? Or
No, I remember
if you're satisfied with that answer.
have constant conversation with Ryan, so I know I'll be
No, but
part of the event at some
let me
No,
tell
but
you, it's
remember, this is a different platform.
but understand-
It's not you and him.
Yeah,
to be honest, it's a can of worms, right? Because I have relationships with a lot of artists. If I put one, I have to put all, and then if you do that, then there's
So it
no
affects.
there's no DJ show. You know what I'm saying? So I can't change the experience from that, and people have a good time. That's why it grows the way it does.
Yeah, because you know many times men go grumble and men go talk.
I know, I hear about
No,
it.
but when
I hear
When
about
I
it,
have the platform, I will ask the question.
No, but
that's what I'm saying,
Some
ask
don't
me.
want
if
to-
you're an
some
artist,
don't
when you're
want
an
to
artist shoes now and you seen a nice party, Carnival Saturday afternoon, all them people they huddle up and you bowling.
No, that's the thing.
I have a big song and I'm not here.
Naturally, you know it, right? And then you attract an audience as well that some don't see.
Yeah,
at all.
they won't see
You
them again
understand?
after that.
You may not see them because, like, I would go to your events in New York and I'd be like, I never see them people. Where them?
They come
Where
out.
them come from?
Yeah, they come out.
You
It's a
understand?
very special
So
crowd.
naturally, for an artist, they'll be like, I want to be a part of that. I want to experience that. You
Yeah, and the thing is that Brainwash on a Saturday is a thing where a lot of the artists come online. You see, over the years, you've been there, Kess has been there, Marshall has been there, Angela Hunt, all kind of people been in the party just liming. Pretty, Freetown, everybody's just chilling, just look, but they see in the crowd and they see in the infectious energy that's in front of them and they want to jump on stage, but You know, if I do that,
So I
then
never just walk up on stage while the song plays.
yeah, it's happened. It's happened.
Yeah, that happened.
That happened.
Yeah,
Kes perform, Ludacris perform, Marshall perform. All that happened already. People were just too drunk to realize. Yeah. yeah. So it happens. But you know, I know because I work with a lot of artists, I'm in a position of responsibility to also showcase them too in a way. So I will create that. Don't worry.
All right, but do you have complications when it comes to you having music? Because I'm very sure you would have a lot of music from artists right now put down.
Yeah.
It's in
Plenty.
the computer.
Plenty.
But they are saying they want it out.
Well, it's timing is everything.
Yeah.
You can't because
How
let
do
me
you deal with those
let me tell you that.
situations?
All right. So let me say this. If I was to put out everything, you know what the other side of the industry would say? The producers would say I cannibalize anything now because they'll say I'm putting out. How am I releasing 50 songs at a time? You have to, and then how am I gonna promote all those projects all at the same time? That'll be too much. That'll be too much. So we held back stuff. You've heard some of the stuff that's there.
Yeah.
I could talk about it because I put it in the mixes. They have the David Rudder and Neutron that people are waiting on. There's Mila Kuribe Dream. There's the Freeton and Patrice. There's plenty things to come.
Yeah.
And I just had this Nessa, which Nessa went on social media and talked about.
Yeah, what was that about?
It ended up in a back and forth. The two of them on social media.
It ended up in a cussing.
It ended up cussing, yeah.
Tell them about back and forth.
Be real with us, Brian. That is promotion or she was really.
Nah, she was really speaking her mind, but I there was no disrespect. I knew she told me she was gonna say something, and I said okay, and she did it. But I didn't know she was gonna say that.
You're right. Yeah, because about hey, what going on there?
How do you, as the producer or executive producer, or whatever the case might be, how do you look at your body of work and say, like, I'm releasing this, I can hold back that, we gotta wait on this?
It's just timing and energy, but I don't actually believe in holding back music, because I made all the songs that I made were made in a space and in an energy. It was just a place I was in. Right, so a lot of these songs like the Turmeric Water, the Can You Feel It, the Beauty and the Beast, the Pretty Dolly, which is the whole rhythm with Pretty and Melly Rose and everybody. Everything was made in a spirit and an energy, and I actually wanted to release them. I didn't want to hold them back, but just knowing the timing of how I want to roll the rest of the songs and even packaging these songs into an album as well. You don't want to release 20 something or 30 something songs, and then I wasn't even here to really even be with the artists and be in the season as well too. So just these were for a time, and then the next season, the next phase is coming, and they have a lot to come in the next phase as well too. Plenty.
So the next phase is what, packaging an album kind of thing?
Album, and then the next set of releases.
Right.
There's more to come. There's Mila, there's Abdiel, there's Christo, Shal, Problem, Skinny. Yeah, we're working on it.
Finally.
Yeah, Problem. Worked with Marshall Montano for the first time for his song that he performed in India. So that is the Save Soil project is one that we're working on, which is a big initiative. That was actually just phase one, because they have more songs in the rhythm to come. It's actually gonna be artists from around the Caribbean. So there's Vaughn, there's Alison Hines, there's Stig the artist from Belize, there is Tedison John, Tamika Marshall. So a lot of artists that are gonna be singing on that rhythm, and it's in conjunction with Sad. That's the Save Soil rhythm. Okay. Right? So that's in conjunction with Sadhguru and Marshall Montano.
Yeah.
And then more stuff from me and Marshall, more stuff from me and Kes. All those things are gonna come over time.
All right.
Yeah.
Private Ryan. Yeah. All right. So we are with Private Ryan. We're gonna take let's touch something else from Ryan. And then we have stories trending. We're still here with Ryan. All right. All of a sudden we in a set a tune that
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, boy.
That
is moist,
He know to grease him. He know to grease him.
You know to grease, boy. I listen to the station, so I know what plays in it.
As he press play.
I know.
As he press play,
they never play
and
your
he
tune
is
here,
singing
boy.
the loudest.
And they know the song.
Yeah.
Why are y'all fighting your tune?
No, at the end of the day.
And dancing partner.
Dancing partner.
Not on this shift.
Yes, boy.
I said this shift plays it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying, he came to the interview, so I try to showcase these songs that we don't usually highlight. You understand?
Oh.
Yes.
You're serious, boy. You're sure, boy.
How much time he said every man you never sing on one.
Hey, calm down now, boy. Hey,
shouting on the rhythm and them.
Shal, plenty. Shal turn down.
How about them essential in all?
Shal turn down things, boy. Shal, nah, boy. This I send.
In terms of numbers wise.
I'll have to check.
True rhythm.
Shal turn on almost everything. Shal turn on almost
Is
everything.
there a particular rhythm that went through the gate? And Shal, you had
I
it
think Shal was supposed to be on the beast too, you know.
Yeah.
I think Shal is
But he's
boy.
usually a really picky artist, but
picky.
yeah.
Shal,
Yeah,
picky artist.
Yeah, he energy.
Stop doing that now. Stop encouraging him.
His energy at the point. But I think he should be in a better place this upcoming season.
So
Because
Shal, you want a
finish up the
party?
little
You want
place
a
and
party
thing?
song? You want a
Right.
party song?
Party boy.
Shal only like Sheldon sing, you know. Shal only want energy, you know. He
'Cause
don't
I'm
want,
wild.
he don't want
That's
no
why.
he don't want no fusion and thing, you know. He want a party thing.
You have the vocal ability to do different things with your voice.
But I do different things.
Shal, you need to evolve too, boy. You need to,
Oh,
you know, evolve too, boy.
But that ain't no
Evolve
mic.
too, boy.
You see where you said it?
Surely by.
You see where you send the
Shal,
conversation?
evolve
We.
too.
Yeah,
Nah,
Shuni,
nah, nah,
yeah,
nah.
Shuni. You see where you send the conversation? I'm telling you, man.
No, Shal actually wanted to be on Dancing Partner, the rhythm. He wanted
Bad.
it, yeah. He called me, he's like, boy, you can't leave me up for this. And well,
boy,
it was a single.
Force you out.
Feelings taking
Watch me.
over
You trying
me.
to call inside where I'm balling? Daddy, forget Shal. Yeah. Really? No.
You could have get him on a squeeze.
Nah, boy. Nah,
Could I
boy.
give him a
They
squeeze?
wanted that as a single. They wasn't playing with that.
We wanted to
But
keep
tell
that
me,
as
tell
single.
me, who good?
Like the young boy
I
in the
like
prime
this.
there.
I like
That would
this.
be the young boss in the prime. Telling you. I'm moving like the young boss in the prime.
Shal called me
And
one
that
time, Daddy, you know he talk, Daddy. You gotta put me down, you gotta put me on that boy. Nah, boy, that hard boy. Yeah, boy.
Nah, but you're working on some different
Yeah,
things.
we're
and
working on different
people,
things.
People
Now you
loving
better
it.
place
But
this time, man.
Shal, I heard honestly you didn't like the Beauty and the Beast at first. Nah, I need to mark what at first.
which one is the Beauty and the Beast?
That's the
That's
one.
the one,
You
that's
see,
the
you
one.
don't even know.
But second
That's
on
to tell you. That's the with the boat ride anthem and bam bam
What, rock
and
the
find
boat?
a way.
Rock the boat?
Yeah.
No. That
You-
was
you
thing.
like it, no, you
Turmeric
like it,
at the start, I was like,
Yeah.
and then
Then it's sinking.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. I don't make things
Well,
immediate,
no,
you know. It's
hear
sinking.
what's going on, right?
It's sinking.
Yeah,
It's always over time.
because the song on it that kind of kicked off was in Nessana.
Yeah.
On the Turmeric, and then
That's bacchanal.
right, you know, and then not to say that I'm a bacchanalist, but I'm just saying.
Not to say.
Yeah, but yeah. Then I started to like, you know what? This have a vibe. This have a vibe.
Is it bunks?
But you know
And
what?
then Ufon flow was
Yeah,
really
and I was
out
saying
of this one.
Ufon catch me for the
Ufon.
me
Is
see
he
that.
bunks? Is he bunks?
Ufon
flow was-
on some
Do
different
you find
levels,
that
I know.
when you have music rest song, and I'm using rest song loosely,
Yeah.
and waiting for next year, but you find as the time goes on and the vibe of the next carnival catch your ball, I ain't sure about this again, or you want to go back and do something else again? or you just-
Revisit.
That hasn't happened to me yet. I luckily for me, like the stuff that I did, it kind of aged well. Like Feel Your Love, I held on to for like 2 years, right? These now that I released, like I made those early in the pandemic that came out now, and they age well. So like now the bounce is still there. So I kind of like
fine wine. Like
yeah,
fine wine.
you kind of have to make things that could
You can
age.
cool it now, go ahead.
Yeah, it could age well. If I listen back to something and I find it's kind of, that's why sometimes it's not good to hold on to music, because you find that the spirit and the energy you made it in, it could shift on you.
That is what's in it. And too, the sound of soca sometimes changes.
It will shift.
Yeah.
It will shift. Like Soca, it has actually changed again in a sense. There's a slight shift in it, but we'll see what comes back next year. You understand? This year actually brought back a lot of different elements were involved. So they had this fusion stuff, but they also had live elements. Because look, Out and Bad now had live music
Live
in
summer.
it, right? Blacks had live music in it. So you'll see now where that comes in terms of how people are going to present their music next year. And one thing that the Trini artists did not do this year, because there was no festival, nobody attacked Power Soca really. So we have to see how, and this is something real Trinidad.
And you know what?
I'm going to say this.
Funny enough, right? Funny enough. Last season, we had some power in
Right,
it.
we had some power. But big and bold, Trinidad has lost its way in terms of its sound for Power Soca, and I'll say that very, very openly.
We used to have this discussion all the time.
Everybody
Yeah.
is patterning Grenada, St. Lucia, but then ask yourself, what is the sound of Power Soca in Trinidad right now?
Well, the last one was
Saki has a power too, you know.
Kessan Iowa.
That was one, yeah. So you could say that was one.
Stage now good again, yeah.
But think about the majority of people who think about like from 90s,
back in the
2000s.
day,
right,
back
when
in
we
the
had
day,
a
we had
sound,
about-
we had
yeah.
a sound that
Yeah.
was ours, right? And it's all well and good, because I mean I'm all up for the fusions, but like, what is our sound?
Well, that's an opening for you right now, because clearly what you're doing right now is not that.
But I said about the discussion to Ryan, because I think that, and we, like I say, me and Shal has a discussion all the time. We get nice. in terms of the party goers getting nice. We tune them, we go on, we stop shaking fence. We go in the party we day and bottle by we foot and we have Prada shoe.
Even the events, look at your event.
The event's nice.
Your
So,
event gets to that point,
Well, yeah.
but then
Does
is, you know, is
Does it encourage shake fence and climbing and carrying on?
Well, nah, don't shake the fence first of all.
you see, so you
not
are
in,
part of the
not,
problem.
I am not in that event.
Next
Not in
question,
that
Ryan.
event.
You telling writer and producer, bring power, but you only thing in a
But
shoe.
wait, so your definition of pause, you had a mash up defense? Now
Yes!
asking a question.
I say yes.
All right, to that honest.
Yes,
to
I
be
Gotta
honest.
mash up the place.
You have-
The promoter had to hold it after.
That dangerous, you know.
I'm asking a question,
Brian,
Ryan.
That dangerous. No, let me tell you that
The
dangerous. I
promoter
could tell
had
you-
to lose the
I
deposit
could.
after.
No.
Hey,
You see,
The promoter have to lose the deposit after.
Shal, you see,
true,
Shal,
that's
the
nice line.
problem,
That's true, that's
you'll
true.
not see any long-term problem with that, you know, especially outside, you know. That's why in New York, you'll know that some boats and stuff ban certain songs. You can't play them.
For real?
Yes, boy. When you go on the boat, what happens? What you think the long-term effect of
Or
going
they
on the
pick up
boat
something, they pick
and
up
you
something
mash
and
up
then-
everything and you throw away the life vest of them and you will say, yeah, we real mash up the boat. And then it's like, yeah, you mash up the boat. And then nothing for no Caribbean promoters. They
We too
blacklist
nice.
you.
Well, then there's
Too
an
nice.
opening for you here again, Ryan. There's an opening here.
So you
for
don't have to mash up everything. I know you
And where you pen that song? And where you pen that song? And where you pen
Promoter
that
had to
song?
lose the deposit.
I want you to pen that song.
And let you
Promoter
sing
to lose
it.
the deposit?
No. Just the factor. All right. We're not using none of them words.
Yeah, we could do that. That's the challenge. That's what I said. When Soca is fun, and I think competition did that. Competition forced everybody to try and win a prize. So it always was about forward. But when you make songs, like let's say when Russell Cadogan had I Want a Big Bottom Girl to Want a Wrong Time and all those things were just fun.
Yeah.
And the people enjoyed it because it was just delivery of how it, you know, singing a story and those things. So we need to get some of that back in it too. That's what I personally think.
Yeah.
You know?
So are we challenged here for writers?
No, but we need the
Is that
mashup
case?
songs too. I'm not saying it's only that, you know, because the thing was make it fun is actually the hybrid of everything else. When everything comes together and we play it and we string it together as DJs, that's what make it fun to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we need everybody.
I Mr. Soca Brainwash.
Nah.
I Mr. Soca Brainwash.
Nah.
When is the next one?
In the next one, it'll be, I believe, Toronto, and then the rest of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yes, feel boy Ryan boy, because I think you were the first to drop an event and bam,
Go on your way.
like that volume.
Yeah, Brainwash, I would say now has grown into, I think, the number one traveling brand outside of Trinidad. In terms of a brand, it is the number one brand. I could say that honestly because it's the only one that has been able to go to other territories and experience the success it has in terms of numbers and patronage and consistency over the last 5 years plus.
Yeah.
Right? So New York, Miami, Jamaica was growing, Toronto, all of them, you know, have been able to go and gone to do great things in whenever a place it.
Yeah.
So grateful for that.
Of course, home is home, but outside of
Home is the Mecca.
Home, all right. But where you like when you watch the party and you watch the crowd and you see you there, boy. Which territory you enjoy the
New
most?
York, man.
That's like choosing your favorite child, to be honest,
Yeah.
because everyone is different. Like everywhere has its unique thing. So like Jamaica, you have
And
the
I say them
hybrid.
gal in Jamaica are different.
Right, yeah, no, like Jamaica, you get to merge the dance over the soca. Toronto is, the, you know, one of the meccas of soca as well too. Like they love soca, so
love.
their energy is different. New York, well, New York is New York. You know, like New York. Why? Like I'll say New York because New York, the way we get to deliver Brainwash is that we do 3 different stages, and so the experience in the 3 different stages is like unique. So like one of the rooms
it was
actually
like that?
has
Wasn't it
like
last year in 2020? Because it was
Yeah,
like,
New
Banneker
York.
them was on the stage. And
But what was unique about New York is that the last one I didn't make it.
oh yes, yeah.
I played virtually.
Imagine that. Right now you need that, you know.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I played virtually. I
But that was at the height of COVID, there. So
and that was the height. So like that was, and that's an evolution again. So like I played, and usually people would see me on stage with an MC, and that's just how I do. But that one I did by myself. I did my whole show on my own.
Yeah.
So that was fun too. So
Yeah.
I'd say if I had to say, just on last year, New York might have been my favorite just because of that. But Miami was also a good one because that was my return to the stage. You know, so
Yeah.
that's good vibes.
What are people that people don't see, but you wanna, you know, give a shout out to, or You know that kind of way? Because a lot of people know you, Pride ran.
But the team.
But exactly.
Yeah,
no man is an island.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a whole set of people, local and international, that helped make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? So big respect to my mother and sister, first of all. The people in the office is, there's Sherelle, there's my father, there's Jamila. There's a whole set of people that work. All the production companies, all the people who are involved with Decor, Robert Solomon, Tara. We sit down for hours. We plan, conceptualize, design, a lot of different things. So, all the production companies, local and abroad. I mean, I don't want to miss out anybody, but they know themselves. And, the
reason why I asked that, right? A lot of people, especially when we were having discussions here in Trinidad about Carnival and if we having it or not. And then, they have the people saying, boy, I said a fet and wine and jam. And they don't understand, right? Like an event, a lot goes into it now.
A lot. A year plus of work.
And it's business. And a lot of people make this happen.
It is a web, a very intricate web of people that have to come together to make things work and the experience. And it's not just, we just can't just turn on the switch in November and then expect a great event, especially at that magnitude. The number of things we have to, plan, foresee, design. And then the unique thing about my event, that one in particular, is that it reinvents itself every year. Like what you got the year before doesn't happen after because the theme changes every single time.
Right.
So in terms of the design, the cups, the stage design, the layout is always an evolving thing. And as it grows, especially because more and more people want to come to it as a festival, as most festivals do. The challenge is how do you outdo yourself and how do you make the experience better, which is what the mode or the thought process of any successful event producer. I don't want to just confine it to promoters, like event producer should do, so that's where we at.
Are you going to charge for ketchup in your events? Come on. All
right. You see how it come out.
Cut out.
Ketchup in the corned beef.
Cut that out.
Ketchup in the corn.
Hey,
Ketchup in the corn.
Artist asking here. Well, bro, if you want to get in contact with Ryan, I guess it's what, through your...
Yeah, IG and you email djprivateryan@gmail or most artists have my number though.
Yeah. Well, he's a young artist.
Just tell him to send my message.
Yeah, send Ryan a message on IG. When are you coming to Washington DC area?
Soon. I think in June.
Have you ever been in Dominica?
Yes, I've been in Dominica. I'll be in Dominica again. Probably, I don't think this year, but next year. I went there pre-pandemic.
A man say we need brainwashing spice mask.
Spice mask, loading. We'll see what happens.
Bring back Governor's Island. The best.
Governor's Island doesn't exist anymore. It's not a restaurant.
Wow.
You see what happens?
Perry, right? So now you know.
Yeah.
Perry, yeah. So.
Plenty.
Yes, a lot.
See? A lot on the cards.
Yeah, so that's our conversation with DJ Private Ryan.
So look out for more rhythms. Safe Sword Rhythm to finish release. All the other songs, all the other artists to come throughout the year. Crop Over Rhythm is coming as well too. Shal, I might send you that one. You might not like it because that's you.
Stop doing that now.
Last year after Carnival, you had the bongo on those on that kind
of
dance.
So Finesse Zest, so I will be doing more dancehall fusions as well too. So Finesse Zest was just part one of what's gonna come. Look out for the launch of Mila Karibe's career as well too, because I'm going to be launching her in a big way as well. Very versatile artist that, you've heard any soca tracks, but she actually does more stuff than just soca as well too. So working with her, big respect to Kingston as well. Sheriff, which was at Lunatics, who he actually put the finishing touches on Turmeric Water. So want to say big respect to them as well too. Yeah?
Somebody asking about our post-Carnival mix.
It's coming out. It's on my computer.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be out probably by tomorrow. Brainwash is out now though.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. DJ Private Ryan.
Boom.
Battalion.
I see a ball back slaughter the gay thing again too.
I'm gonna find a tune for Slaughter. I must.
The water?
Yeah. I could find some for Slaughter.
Battalion music. I see a ball back there.
But it work though.
Yeah, well, I mean, consistency is key.
Consistency is key.
Like the song there.
I'll find some. Slaughter, we'll link some. We'll find some.
Slaughter, I think it was in the UK the other day,
Yeah. Dan, if I find a hit for Slaughter before Shal.
Wait. Nah, go there. I'm going with that one.
I not be on here.
Madness is this, like.
Son.
All you talk to him. Talk with him.
Son. Shal.